The following program is brought to you in glorious chroma color on WB&G TV.
If that's the invisible man, tell him I can't see him.
I think she's trying to tickle my funny bone.
I'll be the judge of that.
Coming to you considerably less than live from our WB&G TV studios in magical Glendale, California. It's Welcome to Laughsville, starring the nefarious Alan Triborn and the inescapable League of Rabble-Rousers.
Sir, my wife says I've to ask you for a raise.
Fine, I'll ask my wife if I can give you one.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't just stand there, get groovy.
I'm your announcer, Spin O'Hara. Now, here's the man who shot Liberty Valance, your host, Alan Triborn.
Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be back with another whiz-bang episode, and I think you're going to love what the writers in our regular can of assorted nuts have in store for you tonight. Yes, not to be confused with that other show over in Burbank, our show is called Welcome to Laughsville, but it wasn't always going to be called that. We thought it would be fun to take a look at some of the other names we considered. Is that it? I remember a lot more.
It's a comedy explosion, and you're in the blast zone.
Oh well, I guess that means it's time for Giggle Time.
What's the quickest way to a man's heart?
Through his chest.
What's worse? Ignorance or apathy?
I don't know and I don't care.
What do you call a clean idiot?
Soap on a dope.
Contents are packed by weight, not by volume. Some settling may occur in transporting this product to you for sale.
What do you call 2 banana peels?
A pair of slippers.
What type of book has only characters and no story? A telephone book.
Not exactly the comedy gold I was promised.
Why did the tomato turn red?
Because he saw the salad dressing.
What happened when the man asked the bank teller to check his balance?
She pushed him over.
Why did Johann Sebastian Bach have so many children?
Because he had no stops on his organ.
No, I believe that was a musician joke.
That was a dirty musician joke.
How much does it cost a pirate to pierce his ears?
A buccaneer.
Why is Christmas just like a day at the office?
You do all the work, and the fat white guy with the suit gets all the credit.
Keep it classy, kids.
What do you get when you mix beans and onions?
Tear gas.
Where does a ship go when it's sick?
To the dock. Why shouldn't you tell a secret around a clock?
Time will tell.
What do you call a rock group that has 4 men who don't sing?
Mount Rushmore.
My wife has dyed her hair so many different colors, she now has plaid dandruff.
I love the way the Pentagon keeps talking about a low-yield atomic bomb. That's the military version of being a little bit pregnant.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not.
Hold on to your hats, Middle America.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Atch.
Atch who?
Gesundheit.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo!
Boo hoo.
Don't cry, it's only a joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Tank.
Tank who?
You're welcome.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Wooden shoe.
Wooden shoe who?
Wouldn't shoe like to know?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Who?
I'm good. Hawaii, you?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Freddy.
Freddie who?
Freddy or not, here I come.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Snow.
Snow who?
Snow business like show business. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Dewey.
Dewey, who?
Do we have to keep doing this?
If Mary had Jesus and Jesus is the Lamb of God, does that mean Mary had a little lamb?
A man can sleep around, no questions asked. But if a woman makes 19 or 20 mistakes, she's a tramp.
Hold on tight. The hilarity's about to begin.
If you say so.
Let's not and say we didn't.
Do you like animal jokes? Of course you do. Who doesn't? So, without further unnecessary hoopla, here's a special Giggle Time. Animal Edition.
What do you call a cow that won't give milk?
A milk dud.
Can a kangaroo jump higher than the Empire State Building?
Of course. The Empire State Building can't jump.
What's the difference between a cat and a complex sentence?
A cat has claws at the end of its paws, and a complex sentence has a pause at the end of its claws.
What's the difference between a fox and a dog? About 5 drinks.
That's a real knee slapper.
You can't blame that one on the dog.
What did the snail say who was riding on the back of a turtle?
We.
Why did the musicians let the turkey join the band? He had his own drumsticks.
Well, that was another musician joke.
What do you call a line of rabbits walking backwards?
A receding hairline.
What goes black, white, black, white? Black, white, black, white.
A penguin falling downstairs.
Why did the elephant paint its toenails red?
So it could hide in a cherry tree.
Was that supposed to be funny?
What do elephants have that nothing else has?
Baby elephants.
What did Tarzan say to Jane when he saw the elephants coming?
Here come the elephants.
How do you get 2,000 elephants to invade Cuba?
Promise them air support.
Now here's a little film one of our writers made about our adopted hometown, magical Glendale, California. It's got a catchy tune and was partially sponsored by the Glendale Chamber of Commerce, but they haven't seen it yet. We sure hope they enjoy it.
In Glendale, where the palm trees sway, they've got diners serving pie all day. It's the Jewel City where the sun shines bright, and Glendale cops drive around all night. We've got bakeries with Armenian flair, and Griffith Park is just right there. Hike the Verdugo Hills for a view so sweet, but watch out for coyotes on your street. Glendale, it's a magical place. Glendale puts a smile on my face. Glendale, where the sights are pretty. Glendale, it's my favorite city. Now Glendale's bigger than you'd ever guess. It's a sprawling city, and I must confess, its shape is strange like a puzzle piece, but my love for her will never cease. Glendale, it's a magical place. Glendale puts a smile on my face. Glendale, where the sights are pretty. Glendale is my favorite city. Glendale sparkles like a jewel in the sun. There's neighborhoods where life's just fun, with Atwater Village and Glenwood too. You'll never run out of things to do. Now Glendale's nestled in a prime location, near other towns that spark admiration. I love Eagle Rock, but I'll be frank, I got mugged in beautiful downtown Burbank.
Well, that's the show. We hope our corny jokes brought some smiles to your collective faces. Remember, in divisive times like these, laughter is something that can really bring people together. For you folks watching at home, don't forget to tune in next week. If you're watching this in the future, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
That is so meta.
That is so meta.
That is so meta. And for everyone here in the studio audience, please take extra care driving home. It is Glendale after all. Good night.
Did you hear about the new corduroy pillow covers? They're making headlines.
I asked a librarian if she was free this evening, but she said she was all booked up.
The Lord giveth, and the IRS taketh away.
The pen is mightier than the sword, and considerably easier to write with.
A politician is a person who will double-cross that bridge when they come to it.
A ship's captain is its sales manager.
That joke's so corny I'd better brush my teeth.